Hey guys, this is Dr. Sandy with another educational video to keep you and your family as healthy as possible. If you are new to these videos, welcome. I really hope you enjoy them. If you've been watching for some time and you keep watching these videos, thank you so much for your support. As always, if you're getting value out of these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's jump into today's topic. So what we're talking about is how do we develop exercise as a habit? I think we all know, we've been hearing it from our teachers growing up, and if you look at the media, we know exercise is good for us. And what's interesting is the research is really overwhelming. People who exercise tend to have more energy, mentally, emotionally, they're doing better. Obviously, it's good for the heart, it helps with blood sugar control. Like, there's so many benefits. So, here's the headspace. Exercise is something we are designed for. We're designed to move. We're supposed to be in motion. If you're in motion, you're healthy. If you're not moving, health issues are going to develop. So we need to move. It's a very, it's funny if you think of like a car, if you keep running it over time, it wears down. But the human body, it seems like the more you use it, it actually gets better, it gets stronger. So that's the headspace we want. So we know it's good for us. So what's up? And what are techniques we can use to make it a habit? So number one, here's what I would ask you to start with is, what is your why? So what that means is that, let's say you want to be the best spouse you can. You want to be the great husband. You want to be the great wife. Let's say you want to be an amazing parent to your kids. You want to be that great friend. Let's say you want to be very successful with your work or your business. Let's say you want to be successful in school. You want the top marks. You got to be healthy. And there's no question. If you're always tired, if you can't focus, if the body doesn't feel right, how can you give 100% to anyone else? How can you be successful with your work, your business? How can you be successful on any level? You need health to be successful. Health equals success. So tie it to that. Tell yourself that, every time I do this workout, every time I'm exercising, I know my family life will be better. My business life will be better. My work life will be better. My schooling, my marks will academically, I will succeed. You need to have health, but tie it to something that becomes your why. And that's something you have to look into. Number two, future pacing, future just visioning, whatever you want to call this, but ask yourself for the next 10 years, if I were to work out consistently, how will my life look? Will I be more healthy, independent, good quality of life? The answer is probably yes. And then ask yourself for the next 10 years, let's say you don't work out. What does it look like? How would your quality of life be? And really take the time to do that. And to make that even a stronger example, maybe look at people who are older, who are healthy, independent, and you have that visual. And then we all know people, maybe personally or on whatever level, we've met people maybe in the past who are older, they don't have their health, they're not moving, they look very frail. That should also be a motivation to say, wow, so if I work at my health, the next 10 years I can enjoy. And if I don't look at my health will deteriorate. And learn from those people. Let those people be an inspiration of why you are working out. Why are you making time for this? I really, as I get older, I realize exercise is not even an option. You have to exercise to be healthy. Number three, when we look at the research, you have to schedule it. So I have to tell you, why I enjoy making these videos, by the way, is that it really emphasizes to me, it refreshes these concepts for me. And I've been working out, and as soon as I read this concept, I'm like, that's so obvious. So people who schedule it are more likely to follow through. So as I was learning and doing my research, I said, hey, I'm going to put that in my phone that, at 7 a.m., I am going to do my workout. So you want to schedule it. There's much higher compliance. And then what you want to do is, if you're listening to this video and you're like, okay, I need to work out. I've worked out before. How do I kind of get back into it? Love, easy, and short. What does that basically mean? Choose something you love. If you love to go for walks, if you like to jog, obviously as long as you can handle it. If you like to lift weights, choose something you like. Don't worry about anyone else. Maybe you absolutely love yoga or something like that. Choose something that kind of makes you happy, excited. The concept I want to share with you is we want to build momentum. We want to just get you into a habit. Maybe literally start with something like 5-10 minutes, something not complicated, something you can do. And it just wants to build momentum. So that 5-10 minutes, when you've mastered it, and you're scheduling it, turns into 15-20 minutes, turns into half an hour, it goes beyond that. And I'm going to say a couple of things too. Number one, a good exercise, honestly, unless you're training for something special, 30 minutes or less is plenty. So 20 to 30 minutes, you're doing a good workout 5 days a week, that's awesome. Unless you're training for something professional, you feel good, you're feeling refreshed. That would be a great workout. I want to say something else as I share this with you as well. Give yourself some grace. I know how critical exercise is. I've been in this space now for some time, over 20 years as a chiropractor. And chiropractic is all about natural living, make the body stronger, do natural things to build it. And I've had definitely periods of time where I stopped working out and I pick up again. And now I've just realized that's just part of the game. And if you're like me, I don't know if that's ever happened to you, where you work out and then you kind of stop for a while and then you start again. Just realize that's just part of the process. But you just get up one more time, have that grace. And I think we all know, like I said, logically, but it's just how do we keep it consistent? So give yourself grace that, hey, even if I stop, I'll just try again. No problem with that. Next tip I would want to give you, indoor, outdoor, especially living in Canada. I love this country, but the weather, man, sometimes it's wonderful outside, but then it's raining, it's snowing, it's too windy, it doesn't just feel right. And if you're like, okay, I'll go for a walk today, but if, half the time you go outside and the weather's not pleasant, you can be like, let's just skip it this week. Hopefully next week is going to be better. But then you've missed all those workouts. So I would say to you, especially if you're Canadian or if you live somewhere where the weather is just it's up and down, have a great indoor routine, something you can do in your basement, something you can do in your family room, something where you're like, regardless of the weather, I know I'm going to do this exercise. And then, yes, if there's a good day, obviously you can go outside, that's easy, but have a good indoor routine. Walking in the kitchen, maybe doing squats on the spot, listening to your favorite music, maybe dancing, whatever that is, lifting weights, in the basement or wherever you want to do it, but have an amazing indoor routine. The outdoor stuff is easy. Jump on a bike, the weather's good, but don't be dependent on the outside, especially if you live in a place like Canada where the weather's always changing. Next, connect your exercise with a habit that you have. So one thing I've been very diligent about, especially I'm going to say approximately in the past year, I love my journaling. I like that time to meditate, journal, and I'm very convicted about it. I love that. It refreshes me. So what I've done is I've made time for that. And I'll be honest, sometimes I would do so much of that and I'd kind of neglect the exercise. And then I said, what am I doing? This doesn't make sense. So as soon as I finish my meditation time, journaling time, prayer time, when I do all those things, being thankful, the gratitude, I tell myself right after that, that's exercise time. It's go time. I've associated with something I'm going to do for sure. So maybe you want to connect with something like, well, okay, I'm going to make sure I go for a walk before I eat my lunch or after lunch, associate it with something. You want to trigger a connection, an anchor, whatever word you want to use. Maybe you'll tell yourself, as soon as I get home, I'm just going to do a 15-minute walk. In fact, you may even want to say, I'll park my car on the driveway. Or if you're working from home, you can even say, okay, as soon as I finish work, that's my cue. Go for a 15-20-minute walk, do some exercise, but associate the exercise with something you always do anyhow. Maybe you're the kind of person where it's actually first thing in the morning, before you do anything, that you do your workout, whatever it is, but associate it with something. Maybe you brush your teeth in the morning and right away that's your trigger that I got to go work out. See what works for you. The other thing I would say to yourself is that whatever you're going to do with the exercise, again, so one is about make the workout easy in the beginning to kind of build momentum, but then have easy access. So it's something simple. You wouldn't think about this, but let's say you have your special workout shoes, but they're in a special closet. It's hard to go there. You have to, get on a step stool to get those special shoes in there. That takes a lot of mental energy. So maybe what you can do, your walking shoes or your exercise shoes or whatever they are, have them close to your bedroom, or maybe have them where they're very visible. I know for myself, I have my shoes just before I go into the basement. They're right there, so I don't have to scramble in the morning. Where are those shoes? What's going on? I literally am going downstairs in the basement, and right there on my left-hand side, I grab those shoes and I go down. It's easy and it's accessible. If I have to think of too many steps to like what I'm wearing, where's my shoes, and I'm struggling, I've already lost the battle. You want to make it as automatic as possible. So I would suggest just, again, make it easy. Another thing is just keep it clean. Like, I'm not saying you have to spend a ton of money, but your workout space. So in my basement, I'll be honest, like we have a lot of stuff going on. So I actually delegated a certain space just for working out. I have my exercise bike there and some other stuff. And it just looks nice. That part of the basement is uncluttered. I put my workout area closer to some windows we have in the basement. So that area looks clean, it's nice, I want to work out there. Make sure whatever you're wearing, it doesn't have to be high end or expensive, but it should be clean. Like if you got some shirt with some holes in it, it's kind of like, it's like 10 years old. It might be time to change it, but just clean, nice shoes, a nice workout area. You're going to want to work out. And another thing I'd even mention as well is have a good playlist. I'm very big into music. Music energizes me. So maybe make the time to say, okay, this is my playlist. When I hear this song, I just get motivated. I want to work out. I want to do something. Another suggestion I'd have is you have to also decide, are you the person who likes to work out by themselves, or do you like to have a buddy? Like maybe a family member. So you find if you work with your family member together, working out works good. I know for myself, like I love my family a lot, but I kind of like doing my own thing when I kind of work out initially in the morning. I like that time. And then after that, hey, dad's here for everyone and everything. But I like having that time to work out by myself. I think it keeps me centered. I feel refreshed, recharged, then I'm ready for the world. You might be different. You might be like, you know what? I want to work out with someone. I want to work out with someone in my family. And that would be an option as well. So customize, see what works for you. I hope these tips have helped you. Again, if you're liking this, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for giving me your time just to give you this information. Stay healthy, and always remember, feel powerful. Every Monday, I will publish a new video for you and your family to watch to give you those health tips. That's every Monday. Again, thanks for your support. I'll see you next Monday, and feel powerful. Thank you so much. God bless you.